did anything ever happen to you sexually growing up?
Oh yeah, you know, you got a long history of sexual abuse. Why I hated my father. I'm glad he's dead. He used to sell me as a child.
Have you ever been diagnosed with anything mental?
Oh, I do have brain damage. I was shot in the head quite a long time ago, and I have a little plate from here to here. The economy sucks. And you know, there's lots of jobs out there, but you know how many people have felonies and such, and how hard it is to get a job, a living wage, when you could actually afford a place to live. It's a lot harder to get up off the streets and be good.
What's up, YouTube? Top Flight USA back with another one. How you doing, brother?
How you doing today, man?
I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. What's your name, age, and where you from?
Well, they call me Troll, but my name's Corey Turner. I just turned 38. Oh, I'm turning 38 this year. I'm from San Diego, California, originally.
San Diego, California. Okay, shout them out. All right. Are you homeless?
Yes, sir. I live right out here in the park.
Okay. So how long you been homeless?
This time around, it's been almost a year. I'm going through a divorce. Kind of forced back out here, but I like my people, so I know where to be.
Okay. So a year ago, what exactly caused you to be homeless?
Me and my wife were seeing quite eye to eye, and I was going through a lot of depression due to certain things in my life, and alcoholism kind of took over. And she's a recovering alcoholic. She decided that she was done dealing with the bullshit for a little while, and we decided to separate for the time being.
Okay. Do you have any siblings?
I have a sister, but I haven't talked to her in over 5 years.
Wow. Okay. Are you older than her, or is she older than you?
I'm older than her.
Okay. So you're the oldest. Let's talk about your upbringing a little bit. Would you say you had a fairly normal childhood?
I mean, as far as El Cajon, California goes, I mean, you know, I'm a child of abuse, and I spent a lot of nights running away, sleeping on the streets before school so I could actually get some sleep.
Wow.
So, I mean, it depends on what you call normal.
Yeah, well, that sounds a little unnormal. Okay. Did you grow up in a two-parent household?
I know my parents divorced due to my dad being abusive to my mother and me when I was
Wow.
probably about 3 years old.
Wow, I'm sorry to hear about that. So, how was it like growing up without your father?
Pretty peaceful, actually.
Okay.
Actually, when I did have to see him, it was a whole lot worse.
Wow. So, how did you feel knowing that your father was beating on your mom like that?
Honestly, it made it to where I have never hit a woman myself, so I guess so. In some ways, it messed me up, and in some ways, it made me a better person.
Right. Okay. What's your highest grade level?
I completed high school, and I have a degree in sociology that I don't use. I have a
Wow.
degree in biology, and I started psychology but never finished. I ended up hopping freight trains instead.
Wow. That's interesting. So you have 2 degrees
Hmm.
and you didn't use either one of them.
No, sir.
Why is that?
Hell, nothing in the field really interests me, and I more did it because I just wanted to get the knowledge. It was just more it was more for a hobby than anything.
So you didn't never get a job with either of those degrees?
No, I ended up working with my hands. I have certifications in HVAC. I've done CNC machines. I can pretty much run anything on a paving crew for the road. Big machinery is what I'm into.
Okay. Wow. And you also mentioned you was hopping freight trains.
Yes, sir. Yeah, for 5 years.
Okay. For the viewers that don't know what that is, can you describe that for them?
That's basically, if you ever watch any movies with traveling hobos, basically the best free ride across the country. You find a good hidey hole and just hope you make it all the way where you're going.
Wow.
You know?
Did you meet a lot of people doing that?
Oh yeah, lots of people, man. We're a big private community.
Really?
Yeah, there's a lot more of us than you think. I just don't do it now because I'm out here trying to see my kids again.
Right. Okay. So, how many kids do you have?
I have 2 biological kids and 2 step kids.
Okay. Are you still in contact with them today?
I haven't talked to them in about a month ever since they stole my phone at the bus depot.
Wow.
I was letting it charge, went to the bathroom, and somebody decided it was time to take my phone.
Okay. So your kid's mother, is that your ex-wife you're talking about?
No, my ex-wife is a different woman.
Okay.
My kids still see her too.
Okay.
So she's still in contact with them, you know.
So,
everything's well.
are you still in contact with your kid's mother?
Well, whenever I have a phone again, because without putting my email on the phone, I can't get any of my contacts.
Right.
So I gotta get me a new phone and I can get on that. But yeah, we were until about a month and a half ago.
Okay.
We started being friendly. I would go stay with her, get off the streets for about a week, hang out with my kids, you know.
That's good. So she knows about your situation.
Oh yeah,
and she's trying to help you out as much as she can.
She always says it like this. She always says that I'm a professional at the outside, the street life, so she knows she ain't got to do shit for me.
Okay.
She prefers me out here at arm's length.
Wow. Okay. I'm gonna ask you a tough question here. If you don't mind, answer it. You can. If you don't want to answer it, that's fine. Did anything ever happen to you sexually growing up?
Oh yeah, you know, you got a long history of sexual abuse. Why I hated my father. I'm glad he's dead. He used to sell me as a child.
Did anything ever happen to you sexually growing up?
Oh yeah, you know, you got a long history of sexual abuse. Why I hated my father. I'm glad he's dead. He used to sell me as a child. So,
really?
Yes, sir. It used to be hard for me to talk about, but now, you know, I'm old enough. It's settled in enough.
When did that start happening to you? Like,
when I was about 8 years old, when I would go to his house when I was about 8 years old.
Wow. Man, I'm sorry you had to go through that. So how did that make you feel knowing that was happening to you?
Well, it definitely made me stronger because one day when I was about 12, he tried to force me to go with one of his friends, and I took a hockey stick and broke it over his head, and never happened to me again.
Wow. Did you tell anybody about that?
Yeah, well, I didn't listen until I was older. And then when everything really came out, people started telling their story, and it all went through the courts and everything. So.
Wow. Man, I'm sorry you had to go through that so young of age, man. How did you deal with that?
Honestly, a lot of anger, a lot of fights, you know. And I got into martial arts, you know. Like I said, it made me stronger. That's why I'm still alive this day.
Okay.
I mean, I don't condone it, but it definitely made me a lot stronger.
Right. Did anything ever happen to you physically or mentally?
I used to beat us every day.
Yeah. Wow. And man, I'm sorry you had to go through that, man. I know that was a tough question to answer, man.
Not anymore. It used to be, but I've come to terms with what's happened in my life.
Right. Have you ever been diagnosed with anything mental?
Oh, I do have brain damage. I was shot in the head a long time ago, and I have a little plate from here to here.
Wow, you were shot in the head?
Yeah, I took a chunk of my skull out, caused a little bit of brain damage.
When did that happen?
Nothing too bad though. I'm still fully functional. I was probably about 21.
Wow.
38 now. So.
What actually happened when you got shot in the head? Like, did somebody try to like rob you or something?
I'm from Southeast San Diego, man. That's just daily occurrence. I got shot in my shin as well. And so that was from a 45 going through my shin.
Wow. So you've been shot twice.
Yeah. Well, I've been shot 9 altogether, but the other ones aren't important. Those were me being in the wrong place.
Wow. Man. Would you say it's dangerous living homeless?
Yeah, it definitely can be. That's why the strength in numbers is always good to have a buddy. Like my buddy Randy over there.
Right. What's the craziest thing you've seen out here?
Oh man, that would be hard to say. I let me think of an example though. I mean, I can't really put anything at the top. Probably what happened to me the other night. This crazy lady hit me in the back of the head with a hammer for no reason.
Wow.
Yeah.
For no apparent reason, she just hit you with a hammer.
Yeah, that's what meth will do to you.
Wow, man. I'm not even gonna laugh because that's not even funny, man.
It was funny he was there.
Wow. That could have really did something to you. And you were shot in the head already?
Hey, I got a hard ass head.
Wow.
All she probably did is fucking wake me up a little bit.
Wow. How do you make your money out here?
Panhandling, side jobs when I can get them. I'm hoping to be back at a steady work here in the next couple of weeks.
Okay.
Try to get off the streets a little more often. Yeah. Have a nice shower and TV for a night's always good.
Yeah. Why do you think there's so many people out here homeless right now?
Well, the economy sucks. And you know, there's lots of jobs out there, but you know how many people have felonies and such, and how hard it is to get a job, a living wage where you could actually afford a place to live. Like it ain't easy to. It's a lot harder to get up off the streets than people think.
Right. Do you think you can just maybe find a job and just work?
Oh yeah, I've done it before. That's what staffing agencies are for, like Staff Zone and Labor Force, Labor Ready. You know, all it is you being able to find a place to bathe because they're not going to let you come in there stinking.
That's right.
You know, that's the only thing. There's little stipulations to all of it. You just got to try and make it work.
I agree.
But I like to panhandle sometimes because, you know, it's fun, you know. I drink my beer. I make people laugh. They have a good time. They make sure I live to fight another day.
Okay.
So it's kind of, you know, one hand washing the other.
That's right. Do you have any addictions?
Yes, I do. I am a severe alcoholic. But I started drinking a lot again after the divorce, being on the streets. Recently, I put my dog down. My dog, I've had him out on the streets with me. I had him before when I had my house. I had him before I got back on the streets. He's an American Bully. If anybody out there on YouTube already knows me from some of my other videos, I had Tyson. And they put him down actually just this last Sunday. So I did have a little bender on some methamphetamines.
Okay.
You know, but I love my weed, but I don't find that to be a drug or really an addiction. That's a medicine. Keeps me sane.
Right. You said you used to have a dog that was put down.
Yeah, Tyson. He was a good boy. Everybody out here knows him.
Man, sorry to hear about your dog, man. I know how that feels.
He was a good dog. He was almost 3 years old.
Yeah. Yeah, it hurts, man.
Yeah, it did. I'm saying I cried every day for about 5 days straight.
Yeah, I totally understand.
And I didn't even cry about my ex-wife. I chose the dog over the bitch.
Wow. Okay. If you could tell the government something about homelessness, what would you say?
If you're gonna do it, just try to do it right. Stay polite, and don't do anything to overstretch and get yourself hurt.
Okay. If you can have any resources out here, and you will have to tell the government about those resources, what resources do you need being homeless?
Honestly, you know, we need more people coming out here and bringing out socks and underwear and stuff like that, and toiletries and such. I mean, food is pretty easy to get right now. I can't say downtown out here. If you're hungry, you're not really hungry because you can find somewhere to eat any time of day. Okay. So that's an easy thing to get. But clothing, places to shower, like the IRC is good, but there's so much drama going on there. It's like a prison yard. Like people getting jumped in the shower. We need more places that are safe for us to be able to bathe and feel like we're human.
You said at the IRC building.
Yeah. Like
people are getting jumped in the shower.
Yep. People getting kicked in the head in their sleep, you know.
How is that even possible?
What do you mean? It's like they got community showers for men, community showers for women. It's like a locker room. Security only goes in there every once in a while.
Wow.
It's like a prison, man.
That's what
I don't even like sleeping in there. I'd rather be on the street with my sleeping bag. So here's my friend. I feel safer out here than I do in there.
That's a shame, man. That's supposed to be like a resource center for the community.
Right. But everybody, there's a lot of wannabe gangs up there, man.
Really?
Yeah, and there's also real gang bangers up there too. I just don't know why they're doing that for the homeless community. Like, you know, that doesn't make you a boss.
So
talking to other homeless people, that'll make you a boss.
The people in there, it's not stopping that. Like
they do their best, but man, they're low staffed, and a lot of them just don't want to get involved because some of the staff have been beat up.
Wow.
I'm not afraid in there. I just don't like dealing with it.
What about the police? Like
the cops come there at least 5 times a day. They don't stop nothing. Where there's one problem, there's always another. There's too many homeless people, man.
Wow.
A lot of gangsters end up on the street. A lot of people that just got out of prison. You know. Okay. That's how it works.
Got a couple more questions for you. If your family happens to come across this video, what do you think their thoughts would be?
My mom would probably laugh. She'd always thought it was funny that her son was good at being homeless. Okay. She used to love telling everybody how freight trains back in the day.
Do you think they might come out here and help you if they see this video?
No. Hell no. Hell no. I already burned out that welcome a long time ago.
Wow. Okay. So, what are we going to do to get ourselves out of this situation?
Like I said, I'm planning on getting back to a somewhat steady job with Staff Zone and moving forward from there. First step is go to staff shop. Second step, get the phone, get in contact with my kids, my wife, my baby mama, and then going from there.
Okay.
And then hopefully, I got a caseworker supposed to talk to me this next week. Hopefully, I'll be getting a voucher for housing.
Oh, that
so I can
sounds
get
great.
off these streets for a while.
Okay. And my last question, if there are any kids watching this video, what would you tell them about homelessness and addictions?
Well, anything can be an addiction, whether it's your video games, drugs, alcohol, anything can be an addiction. Best thing to do is anything in moderation. If you can help it, stay away from drugs, man. There's no point in trying them. I mean, I know everybody wants to experience what everybody else has, but I'll tell you from my experience, it's nothing but a dead-end road, and all it does is make things worse.
Okay.
And anything else with homeless is, you know what? Do your best to, stay in school. You ain't got to go to college. Find a job you love. Do good at it. Make your money so you can do the things that you love on your off time. Being homeless is no joke.
Right. I agree. Do you got a cash out or some way maybe people can contact you if they're willing to help you?
Yes, I'm gonna have to use my friend Randy's, but he just walked off.
Okay.
So I have to probably add that later.
All right. So you said Randy's cash out.
Yes, sir.
You don't have your own, I'm guessing?
I don't have a phone right now, so I can't really get into my old accounts.
Okay.
I'll have to wait till I have a phone again.
Do you have like an email address or a social media site?
I have an email address. I believe it still works.
Okay. Well, shout that out.
My email address is going to be all lowercase t, Corey, CREY 078 @yahoo.com.
Okay. All right, man. Thank you for doing the interview.
Thank you.
God bless you, brother.
Y'all do your best not to go out of the streets now.
That's
it ain't
right.
fun.
Thank you.